Yeah! Let's play some Drop Zone. If you guys didn't know, this is the newest Call of Duty DLC. We're definitely gonna hit some clips. I'm just kidding. What is going on, guys? Max here. Hopefully you guys are all having a fantastic day so far. And this is the Star Wars Battlefront beta. If you guys didn't know, I am actually a huge diehard Star Wars fan. Now, I'm gonna admit right now, no, I don't know everything there is to know about Star Wars, but I did grow up watching all the Star Wars movies. Basically, if you guys didn't know, they split up like the whole Star Wars story into 6 movies, and there's a 7th movie actually coming out pretty soon, which is why they kind of made this game. And god damn, this game is gorgeous. But basically, the first 3 movies were 4, 5, and 6, and they made those way back like when my parents were kids. And then Star Wars 1, 2, and 3, those movies actually came out like while I was growing up, and so I was a huge Star Wars fan when I was a kid. I had like all the action figures. Of course, like I played the first 2 Star Wars Battlefronts on my PlayStation 2, and honestly, I spent so much time playing that. For those of you who don't believe me, I actually went down into my basement because I don't have a PlayStation 2 anymore, but I got my old 2 Star Wars Battlefront games right here for the PlayStation 2. Both of these games I honestly was in love with. I spent so much time playing both of them, and I'm so glad that they're making another Battlefront. Woo! If you guys didn't know, this game is actually being made by DICE, which is the same people who make the Battlefield games, and that's why the game kind of looks a little bit like Battlefield. You can just see like the lens flare and everything like that. This game is just absolutely beautiful, and I'm honestly so glad DICE is making this game because they make really good games. Now, the one thing that I think I really like about this beta so far is that even though it's next generation and a lot of things have changed, it still feels like the old Star Wars Battlefront games. And one thing that's really cool actually is like I can go to settings right here, go to gameplay, and I can actually turn on third person, because if you guys don't know, that was like the default settings for Star Wars Battlefront, the old ones anyway. And so you can play in third person right here, and the old Star Wars Battlefront games were basically meant to play in third person, but just because it's made by DICE, which is the people who make Battlefield, and Battlefield is a first person shooter, that's why the default settings are for first person. But if you do like old-fashioned things, you can play in third person like I am right now, but I just think that the game plays way better in first person, so I'm gonna stick to that. Even though this game is a little bit different from the older ones, I'm not going to say it's exactly like the old Battlefronts, because it is made by a completely different company. I do think that there is a lot of potential in this game. I'm actually really excited to get it. They added a ton of new game modes that weren't in the old Battlefronts, but the 2 game modes that they gave us for the beta, if you guys didn't know, they gave us 2 maps and 2 game modes. 2 game modes and then a map for each game mode, basically. One of them is Walker Assault, and then the other one is, of course, Drop Zone, which I'm playing right now. Holy fuck. And the max level you can have in the beta is level 5, and of course I reached that in like the first hour. Look at that, most kills. Whoop whoop. Thanks for playing the beta of Star Wars Battlefront. Okay, beta's over, awesome. And then something that's really cool that they didn't actually have in the old Star Wars Battlefronts is that there's a ton of unlockables that you can do. You can even like create your own class and stuff like that. And in the old Star Wars Battlefront, they all had like preset classes for you, like you couldn't customize your classes. And then also it looks like you're going to be able to customize your own appearance, your own character in the actual game. Obviously, they're not going to let us do that in the beta, but in the actual game, that actually sounds like it's going to be something really cool to do. If you guys don't know me, I absolutely love like decking out my character to look all badass and stuff, so I've always been a fan of character customization. That's just me though. And then in the beta, they're giving us 4 different weapons we can have. These are the 2 main blasters for each team, and then you can also unlock this little pistol, and then also sort of like an LMG. And then also your LB and RB is the star cards right here. These are all the cards you can have, sort of a grenade. I haven't tried any of this other stuff, but there's like a personal shield. I've seen people use this. It's like a little bubble shield that goes around you. Got your jetpack. You have your ion grenade, which looks like it's sort of like an EMP. You basically get in-game currency by winning games and stuff like that, and then you can spend them on stuff to unlock, which is really cool. And so I showed you guys Drop Zone, and now I'm going to show you guys Walker Assault. Drop Zone was basically just the exact same thing as Call of Duty Drop Zone. Now, Walker Assault I actually like a lot more because Drop Zone is 16 players, so that's 8 players versus 8 players, but Walker Assault is on a much bigger map, and then it's also 40 players, so it's 20 versus 20, which is awesome. But basically, Walker Assault, if you guys didn't know, basically takes place on Hoth, but this is honestly just a recreation of that movie scene, which is just awesome. And basically all it is if you're the rebels, you're basically just trying to protect your base. Like, look at that shit. So see, the Walker shields are down right now, and it's basically your whole team open fires on these things and tries to blow them up. But basically, if we would have blown those things up, it would show like a little cinematic like this of just the AT-ATs blowing up instead of that. But anyways, guys, that is gonna do it for the video. I hope you guys all enjoyed. I am going to be playing, recording, streaming all this weekend, and I'll have 1 or 2 videos out next week on this game. And then hopefully if I can get some like badass moments or clips, I might actually make like a little montage for next week as well. Let me know what you guys think. I'd really like to hear your thoughts. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, this has been Max. Peace.